Hello, I'm finally back with another voiceover. It's been a while, I know, or maybe it hasn't, I don't know. I talk about this every time, but I have quite a lot of videos pre-recorded, and some of them I make a voiceover for right away, and some of them I'm leaving unfinished because I feel like I should make a voiceover, because when the video goes up, it will have been a while since the last voiceover. I hope that makes sense to you, but those unfinished videos, I don't know if I'll come up with a voiceover or not, and I upload a video to YouTube, schedule them, and then sometimes I shuffle them around a little bit more to make more sense, or so you can get different. For example, with the haunted houses, I had 2 scheduled in a row, so I try to shuffle it around so you get one normal video in between. So maybe I've made a voiceover for the last video, maybe not, I don't know. Still pre-recording, by the way. I'm gonna mention that many more times in the video, as always. That has been the longest introduction ever, so this is Ellenson Road, I think. I can't even remember what I call my own builds. I found this list of old street names and what they're called now, so I mix and match the names, and then I come to do the voiceover and I'm like, crap, how do I pronounce this? Today's voiceover is gonna be fun because apparently I can stay on topic today. Yes, this is Ellenson Road. Maybe it's called something different, maybe it's pronounced different. Probably it is pronounced different, I don't know. It can have 3 or 4 bedrooms, it depends on you. You'll see it in a minute. There's a room downstairs opposite of the dining room, next to the staircase. Originally, I was gonna make it a study, but then when I came to furnish it, I realized it's too big to be a study, and I didn't want to have half empty room with bookshelves and a desk and a computer. So I turned it into a more playroom or games room, but you can easily turn it into another bedroom if you need to. It has an ensuite as well, so it will make perfect bedroom. Right, so there is master bedroom with an ensuite downstairs and another potential bedroom with an ensuite also downstairs. And 2 kids rooms upstairs with 2 bathrooms. They're very tiny, but I had to fit them somehow. They're all kids rooms. They're all furnished for children, because in my head, well, here we go with I had a family in my head. I didn't, but I furnished the room as the 2 boys. The older of the boys is slowly hitting puberty and becoming a rebellious, maybe not rebellious, but the older boy is slowly starting to lose interest in kids things, while his younger brother is still very much a little boy, and then they have a younger sister who I think I thought of this house a bit too realistically, because I thought of the girl as the age between toddler and very small child, when the kids start school. Yeah, well, all the rooms are finished for kids, because frankly I'm so done with toddlers. I've been playing The Sims over the weekend, but actually playing, not building, and the first toddler the family had was all fun and games, and I actually enjoyed it. The second one I was so fed up with, and now their mom is pregnant again and I'm so done. I've happily returned to building because I can't bring myself to have another toddler. But I feel so many Simmers hate toddlers at this point. By my opinion, they're a bit too high maintenance, and there's not that many options how they can entertain themselves. I honestly can't remember hating any age in other Sims games. I know I really didn't like babies in The Sims 2, but they were just kind of meh, whilst The Sims 4 toddlers are plain annoying. In The Sims 3, you would teach your toddler to speak, walk, and potty train, and it was possible to do that in about 2 days. And then they would just play or whatever, and they could do that by themselves pretty much. But these toddlers, you put them in a high chair, and before your sim manages to fetch the food, somebody's already taken the toddler out of the chair, or someone takes them out as they're eating, and it's so freaking annoying. And that makes the feeding time even longer, especially in the evening. Your sims are almost dying because they were taking care of the bloody toddler the whole day, and then the child eats for ages. So whilst your sim passes out, the toddler finally finishes dinner, but you have to carry it upstairs because it doesn't have high enough motor skill and can't climb the stairs itself. Look at me calling a toddler 8. Yeah, and since seasons, there's been a glitch, or at least I've been having a glitch when it's snowing or storming outside. When you want to read the child to sleep, it glitches out and the toddler starts to like run inside when it bloody already is inside. So you have to wait for the toddler to run somewhere and then wait again before it gets to the bloody bed. Coming back to the house, I really like this home. I'm usually not much of a fan of houses that have bedrooms downstairs, but I'm pretty chuffed with this home. Having pre-recorded so many videos in the past like month and a half, I'm slowly running out of ideas, I'm not gonna lie. So I dived into Pinterest again and I've been so many pretty houses, and this is actually one of them. And usually when building houses from reference, they don't turn out too good, or in order to make them look good in the game, I have to change up quite a lot of it, and then it looks completely different from the picture. But this one actually looks pretty similar, and the real life house had the same like roof kind of paneling as this one as we have in the game, so I think it actually turned out looking pretty good. But guys, if you want to see something specific, comment what you want me to build here or tweet me pictures or whatever. I'll be leaving my socials in the description as always. Just somehow let me know what you want to see on my channel. I'll be really glad if you give me ideas. I'm personally not exactly happy with the garden. I try to change it up, but okay, so what I do when I finish a house and stop the recording, I come back to the thing I didn't like and try to like redo it off camera to save myself some pain from trying to edit the mess and you watching it, cause literally it's me staring at something for a while, then turning the camera around and placing things back and forth. And I really don't want to edit that, and trust me, you don't want to watch that mess either. So I saved this house, demolished the garden and started from scratch, but it turned out even worse. I think this isn't the first time I struggle with a garden when it's like wider than it is longer. Or like the garden isn't bad, I just hate the pathways between the individual parts of the garden and I just couldn't fix it. I try to clutter the house to make it look lived in as much as possible. You can see it with the kitchen. I'm probably gonna cut that down a little bit more before you guys get to see it, because what I have right now is about 4 minutes of me raising objects onto the shelves there and cluttering the room. So I'm gonna cut that down a little bit more. I had a hard time with the family room there too. I tried not to use the same sofas all the time. I try to like go a bit out of my comfort zone with every house, so like you don't get to see the same thing but in different colors. And I tried to use the vintage glamour stuff sofa, which I know I have used and I really like that one. Sorry, that's my phone. Whenever I'm recording, my phone goes off, like nobody's texting me the whole day, but the minute I start to record voiceover, somebody starts texting me. Yeah, I tried to use the vintage glamour sofa. I really like that one, and it even like color-wise, it went perfectly with the room, but it didn't go with the whole vibe of the house, so I did use the same sofa as always in the end. So what I always do is I watch Netflix or YouTube or something on my other screen whilst I build or even play Sims. But lately, because I've been non-stop listening to the same 3 albums, I've been doing a lot more building lately, especially when building from a reference. I stick the picture on my other screen and build, and I only have 2 monitors, so that means I can't watch anything. And I make myself build to have an excuse to listen to the music again. I even made a playlist on Spotify of these 3 albums so I can have them all on shuffle. In case you were wondering, I've been jamming to Paul McCartney's new album, Slash's new album, and only recently when I was on holiday I finally watched The Who's Tommy. And unpopular opinion, I really didn't like the film, but the music was so good, and honestly, Roger Daltrey was so hot. Especially in the white v-neck jumper. If you've seen the film, you know what I'm talking about. In case you didn't know, Roger Daltrey is the frontman of The Who and he plays Tommy in Tommy. Anyway, I very much enjoyed the side of him and the music, basically. And it took me like a month to actually listen to the album. Well, the actors in the movie sing their songs, and then The Who released an album with the song from it, and Roger Daltrey sings the majority of them. And when I played the album, I immediately became obsessed. Also, lately I've been obsessing over Led Zeppelin a bit more than usual. Look at me talking about my music taste for so long. Yeah, I listen to old rock songs. The only new music I know is when an 80s rock star releases a new album. I'm not even kidding you here. Sometimes though, I get hooked on some modern pop song for a while. And Eurovision songs, but I'd rather not mention my obsession with Eurovision. I was following a Twitter account and they only tweeted like how many days are left till Eurovision, but the person deleted the account and I'm so upset. I also follow like 3 Christmas countdown accounts and I love Christmas songs too. I also have an album that is like rock/metal versions of popular Christmas songs. I even have a Halloween rock playlist on Spotify, but I kinda grew to hate that one, I don't know why. Maybe because it's literally the songs I listen to the whole year round. I just put them in the playlist because they have a spooky name or something. And then there are some classics like This Is Halloween or Monster Mash and stuff like that. I'm gonna try to leave the links to my playlist down below if you wanna listen to them, but I try to share some of my playlists with my friends and family, and for the life of me I couldn't figure out how to share a link. The only thing I managed to do was tweet the links. So check the description if the links are there. Good. I know this is probably very confusing, but as I'm recording this, it's October 1st, but there are more builds from reference coming. There already have been 1 or 2, I think. First of all, I need some inspiration because I'm running out of ideas and I'm gonna be jamming my three favorite albums at the moment. And to switch it up, I'm probably gonna stick in my Halloween playlist. And knowing myself, I might sneak in like bits and bobs of my Christmas playlist. It's officially the season when I don't skip a Christmas song when it comes on shuffle. I love Christmas too, by the way. I think you'll be able to tell from the speedbuilds that are coming up. I believe there has already been 1 or 2 maybe. Although that was the one that I know went live was a winter build, but I did put a Christmas tree in there. That house though, I actually really don't like what it looks like on the outside. I do love the interior, I think it's really warm and cozy, but I hate the outside of it. I once again tried to fix the house off camera, but I don't know if it's the shape or what's wrong with it, I just couldn't fix it. I say this a lot, but if you download and renovate any of my houses or fix it, as for the matter of this one, tweet me the pictures or upload your version of the build to the gallery with the hashtag Aflaila. I'd really like to see what happens to my build. I think we might be coming towards the end of this video, so I'm gonna cut this voiceover here, hoping it is long enough for the video. We all know your girl's been struggling with making voiceovers long enough for the video after I've edited it. I'm hoping it's long enough. I'm planning on cutting down the video as well, so it should be. I'm still gonna cut this here. I hope you enjoyed this build. It is available on the gallery as always. My ID is Aflaila, same as my YouTube channel. Give me a follow when you're there. Follow me on my social media. My username on Twitter and Instagram is Aflaila_. Links will be in the description down below. Like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. It would be great if you join our tiny little online family, and I'll speak to you in another video. Have a great day. Bye guys!